Okay, in this video, we're going to take a look at a cool little exercise called Turtle of Wall Street. So what we're given is an array or a list of stock prices. So basically it's an array of numbers. And what we need to build is a function that accepts this array and returns a best profit, right? Now Now how the buying and selling is done here is that we can, on each day, so this number represents the values of stocks on each given day. So what we can do is buy stocks at one price. So let's buy stock at 1, 2, and we can sell it at the best available stock price, right, to get the maximum profit, right? So we can sell both 1 and 2 when the stock price is at value 5, and then, but of course we cannot sell this stock at previous stock evaluation, right? Like stock 1 needs to be sold at stock, either stock 3 or stock 2, right? But the best price is when we sell the stock for $3, right? So our output would be a number, so the max profit, which in this case is 9, which means that it's basically 5 minus 1, which is 4, plus the next, so the next current profit would be 5 minus 2, which is 3, and 3 minus 1, which is 2. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So that's our result. Cool. So there's a number of ways how to solve this problem. One way would be to have our inner loop. So we started stock price that is $1, and we check what's the max here, right, which is 5, and calculate the current profit, right? And then we have a next, when we move pointer, we do the same. We check what's the max here, and so forth, right? And once we're done, we just return the max profit. So this would give us runtime of O of n squared. And for space would be constant, right, of 1. Cool. So this would be our brute force solution, and we can optimize this further. So second way of doing solving this problem would be to construct additional array and have max and just go from right to left and just calculate best selling stock prices, right? So this point, the best selling price is 2. Now it's 3, 3, 5, 5, 5. So like this, right? And after we're done constructing the max stock prices, we can iterate again from left to right and just calculate these guys, right? 5 minus 1, it's 4, and so forth, right? So this would be another viable solution. It would give us O of n runtime. So this is time. And for space, it would be also O of n because we're constructing additional array here, right? Cool. And the third way of solving this would be, like until now, we were iterating from left to right always, right? But what if we start from back, right? Because if we look closely here, if we iterate from back and we just take care of or look at max stock price and just compare it to the last value, we could basically remove the space construction, right? We can remove it from constructing additional array to just of 1 here, and time because we need to go over each element here. It's of n and it's number of prices, right? So yeah, that would be the optimal solution. So let's take a look how this would look in code. So we have stock prices, print max profit, like this, and this would give us 9. So let's just, for fun, let's just implement all 3 possible solutions. So the first one would be of n squared for time, and of 1 space, like this. Cool. So this will be our first solution. Second one, it's constructing additional array, so it's of n space. Let's have last solution. Third solution would give us of n time and of 1 space, right? Cool. So let's do the first, the brute force solution. So we have for in range, so we start at 0 and finish up this. And then for j, the inner loop needs to iterate starting, so range starting with I plus 1 until the last index, like this, right? So let's have a profit variable that starts at 0. We need to have current profit. Let's also start at 0. And on each stage, we need to update our current profit, which can be max between current, and we have a of j minus a of I, like this. And once we're done with the inner loop, we can just profit plus current, like this. Once we're done, return profit. Cool. So if we clear the output and run the code, we should see 9, which we do. That's great. Cool. So we're done with the brute force solution. Let's go with the more optimal in terms of time, constructing additional array. So let's get all the maxes like this. Let's have a helper function called get maxes. Let's pass in an array. So this is our helper, like this. And once we get this, we just iterate over for I in range length a. Let's have a profit. Current profit is basically max between 0 and maxes I minus AI, like this. Profit plus equal current, well, like this. Come on, yes. After we're done, we just return profit, like this. Cool. And all we need to now do is just implement this helper function. Let's do this. So define get maxes a. And that's the cool part now. We have our results variable, and we need to do this in reverse order. Best, let's have a best price. Let's like this. So for price in reversed, this best price is a max between best price and current price, like this. And we just append best price. Now, because we're appending this and reversing, we need to also, after we're done, we need to reverse our result variable and return the results. So just to check this, let's comment this code out. Just print maxes like this and see what the output looks like. Okay, cool. So if you see this, right, So we have our stock prices, and we just build our max values for the given let's say for given day. So we can just quickly see that this looks good, right? On day, so this is day 0, 1, 2, 3. The max is 3, which it is. So that's good. Cool. So let's just uncomment this code. Yeah, let's just run it, and we get 9, which is perfect. Cool. Let's comment this out and just implement the final solution. So this solution, we're going from the back, from right to the left, and we'll be mutating our array. We can ask our interviewers, is this okay? And let's say that in our case, it's he says, okay, you can do that. What we can do is just have profit starts at 0, and while length of A is greater than 1, we need to calculate our current profit, which is 0, let's say. Let's do it like this. This guy can be here, and let's at each stage current, it's basically max between current, and let's pop the last value. So this would be changed at the beginning from 0 to 2, and now we have current max, and we need to compare it with the last value of that array, right? So profit best profit, like this. Best profit, and the current is max between 0 and best profit minus last value inside an array, like this. Okay, so it's just profit plus current. I hope this makes sense. Right? So we have our starting variables, and on each stage we just pop off the values like here and compare with the best profit, which is 0, and becomes 2. And the current value is either 0 or a profit, which is positive value. And we just append or sum the profit and the current value. And we just return profit like this. So, yeah, I just run code, see, and we get 9, which is awesome. And let's dive this even further. If we delete this, we should have 7, which we do. Cool. So that's it for this one, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye.